Hi, I'm Dr. Victoria Sills, the President of Atlanta Technical College, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to our ATC Masterclass Series. Now, when we launched this series, we wanted to highlight the accomplishments of some of our amazing graduates. Now, along the way, you may only see the end results and the success, but there's a lot of challenges, a lot of barriers, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and so we want you to really focus on the entire journey.
With sure determination and a never-give-up attitude, Cremeithius Riggins has established himself as a legal mind to watch. As a child, raised by his great-grandmother to becoming an associate in one of the country's most prestigious law firms, he never lets obstacles get in his way. From the halls of Grady High School to Atlanta Technical College to Morehouse College and finally the University of California, Berkeley School of Law, Mr. Riggins has been led by the mantra, "I don't want to be a statistic." Now, clients rely on him for guidance on corporate transactions, health and welfare, and executive compensation matters. Let's take this perseverance journey with ATC alum Cremeithius Riggins.
Greetings, my name is Cremeithius Riggins, and I'm excited to share my journey with the next generation of ATC graduates. What inspired me to be an attorney actually started during a moment of adversity that I experienced as a child. Early on, I was taken from my mother and ultimately given to my great-grandmother, which raised me even after the age of 65. It was in that moment that there was a person in that entire situation who was nice to me all the time. I later found out that she was an attorney, and in fact, she was the one handling my case. But at the end of the day, I really wanted to be like her. And all I knew, she was an attorney. I had no idea about the different specializations in the legal profession, but I wanted to be like her. So that's the goal I set for myself at that moment in time. And I'm fortunate to be able to have brought that dream to fruition. Planning your life with a pencil can have its frustrating moments, but that's okay, because the most successful people carry the biggest erasers. I've carried that for my entire life. If you look at the statistics, it'll show someone like me should be dead or incarcerated by this point. My mom was 17 and unwed when I was born. I grew up without knowing my father, raised by my great-grandmother. I even had to drop out of college once because I couldn't afford a tuition. And in moments like that, my plan was etched in pencil, and it was frustrating to have to re-etch those plans. But I was able to do so and accomplish my goals and graduate from ATC and become an attorney. The moment that stands out the most actually occurred while I was a legal extern at Georgia Justice Project. During my time at GJP, I had the privilege of participating in a record expungement event near Macon, Georgia for the population of the surrounding counties. There, I was able to have a meaningful impact in people's lives as I met them for the first time, exchanged stories, found out things on their criminal records that we could help restrict within the current laws in Georgia. And then that enabled them to have meaningful employment, seek better housing, and really better their lives overall. ATC provided me with immediate exposure to the legal profession through various leadership positions that the school offers. It also allowed me to gain a general understanding of multiple areas of law that I would not have been able to receive anywhere else. That exposure and that solid understanding that I was able to acquire allowed me to then go to Morehouse and to go to law school and then transition to being an attorney really efficiently, really smoothly, and was able to allow me to separate myself from the competition. Well, that's a tough question for me. And that's because I've endured multiple moments of adversity that probably would break an average person. I could either choose growing up without my father. I could choose being evicted 4 times in about 3 years. But one moment that really disappointed me was when I had to drop out of college because I couldn't afford the tuition. Growing up, I was taught that money isn't everything, and that if you become a good person and you always try hard and you get good grades, that you can get where you wanted to be in life. So those were the things that I did. So to go on to college straight from high school and then to have to drop out because of tuition really hurt my spirit. I was in a different state at the time, and my aunt only had enough money to buy me a Greyhound bus ticket. I packed up 2 backpacks full of everything I could stuff it with. I even had to leave certain things like my high school diploma and things of that nature behind. But that turned into the longest 371 miles back to Atlanta of my life. I really felt like a failure, and I couldn't understand why my success in the program had to go down the drain all because of money. So I got back to Atlanta, found a job, dedicated myself to growing professionally and as a leader. And even though I was still dealing with the fear of being too poor for college, I re-enrolled. And I re-enrolled here at Atlanta Technical College. To get myself back started, I enrolled in the paralegal studies program, and I came to school dressed like this. My tie wasn't as nice back then, but I made it work and sat in the front of the class, took advantage of as many opportunities as I could, tried to be in multiple places at times, even though that's impossible, but that was the mindset that I had. So I worked full-time, took care of my son, and was a full-time student the entire time at Atlanta Technical College, and accomplished some amazing things, and then was able to build that foundation and overcome that setback in life and continue my journey. The guiding factors that contributed to most are work hard, never quit, and always maintain a high level of integrity. And when I say integrity, I mean doing the right thing and the things that you know you need to do, even when no one's looking. Let's face it, anyone can do right when somebody's looking at them. But everyone can't do those things that are important when nobody's watching, because you feel like you can get away with it, or there's no reward, or as apply that to the day's age, if you didn't take the picture, did it really happen? But what are you doing when you're not taking the picture? Are you maintaining that level of integrity so when you do get that opportunity that you've been wanting your whole life, that you'll be ready? The best advice I can give is that you only get one chance at a first impression. So apply that to your life, to your day-to-day. When you get up and you go out and you greet the world, are you dressed in the way that you want to be dressed when you get the opportunity of a lifetime? When you meet someone, did you shake their hand, smile, and introduce yourself in the way that you want them to see you when they offer you that $1 million once in a lifetime opportunity of a lifetime that you planned for your whole life? So just put your best foot forward, be intentional, and remember that a first impression only happens once. I love ATC because of the people. You have dedicated people doing work that is not highlighted all the time, that when a person goes on to new phases in life, can end up as a footnote. And those people are aware of that, but they work hard every single day with the resources they have to put you in positions that you didn't even think you could achieve. They meet you wherever you are, and they can turn your dreams into reality. And they're very, very, very selfless people. So the people are why I love ATC, and they've allowed me to accomplish the things that I've accomplished today.
On behalf of the entire Atlanta Technical College community, I thank you, Mr. Riggins, for sharing your professional journey as well as your amazing personal story with us. If you would like to learn more about our career paths, I invite you to visit atlantatech.edu. Thank you.